We are just about done with the Sunday Rails of 2025. The competition will be very soon over after posting this video, but well, this is like the last game I can basically review, and I figured why not? Let's just pump out one more. Ruins and Rangers by Morph. Adventure along an arcane axis, journey across the narrow realm, see the simple sights that can fit into a single tile high. How to play. Move left or right, attack things, pick up items, equip the items, or eat them. Advanced details. HP can only be replenished with food, drinks, and potions. Your other traits are Def for deflections, defense, STM for stamina, MNA for mana, FTFH for faith. If you have a deflection point, then it will be used to reduce damage increment by 1. If you have stamina, mana for physical magic attacks, then you will do a strong attack with a normal damage. If you're out of stamina or mana, then your attack is much weaker. Try to get as far as you can and get a high score. Credit, this game uses, that right there. Version notes. The current version contains some important bug fixes to play the original. Go here. New developed beyond 70 years will be here. So there's the original, and there's basically this updated game here, I guess. So, that's just how it goes, but whatever. So more information. It's just made by him. So yeah, basically he improved it some more. I guess we'll play a little bit of the original, and then we'll go to the update game here. So that's how it basically works. So new development is basically there. Play the original one right there. All right, so we'll play the original one here a little bit. So hero and shop on grass. He's got defense 1, HP 40, stamina 5, mana 1. So that's basically how it is. So move, attack, pick up, or pick up. Here's my inventory. So you move left or right on this axis. You basically only have one axis to work with. Oh, did it just freeze? I picked up that item right there. Staff of Death. So equip the Staff of Death, melee damage 4 of 10 magic, max mana plus 2. And alright, so it seems like there's basically an issue of some sort here in the original game. And it seems like to be the same thing over and over again. I wonder if you basically fix that based on later versions. So pick up this, we'll equip this. Let's move here. So there's the shop again. We'll pick up that. There's now a shop right there. House, or that's a house on grass. So there's sourdough bread. It's edible, it heals HP. So let's move here. So that's just grass. Jagged dagger and tower on grass. Let's pick it up. There's a cart here. There's an enemy, I think, so I'll pick this up. So I think I got attacked there. It used up one of stamina, so I'll attack it. The hero hits the goblin for 1 damage. It's deflected 1 damage. I hit again. He's hitting me, of course. And for 6, he died. Okay, so there goes the goblin. It's dead. We'll pick up the bent dagger. There's a rock here. Did that hurt me? I'm not really sure. I think I used up all my mana there for the attack, so Let's grab this. There's a scuff leather helmet, so we'll equip that, sure. Missile Staff of Death, we'll pick it up, sure. Pick that up. Pick that up. Worn Ring, we'll equip it. It doesn't really do anything, I guess, but whatever. Equip the leather gloves. So these just do the same thing, apparently. There's a villager right here. The villager doesn't seem to care. So you can't attack the towers, by the way, so they're just sort of just there, but not really doing anything, I guess. Softening is already done. Pick up the axe. Are they going to come to me? Okay, I think this guy's definitely hitting me, so we'll attack him. Attack him. My deflection's down. There goes the orc. So there's sourdough bread. I can eat the bread. I guess I want to equip this over the dagger, so we'll drop, eat this. You can't drop items apparently, so you just pick them up and just keep going. So there's a Cyclops and Staff of Death on rock. Let's attack him. Attack him again. I'm not sure if healing does anything to, so, healing combat. It looks like that went up a little bit, so okay. There's a Staff of Death again. Worn Wizard Ropes, and equip that. And yeah, that just does what it does. Pine tree and grass. Let's go back. See if I run into anything or if it's like the same or whatnot. There's those villagers. Hello, villagers. So basically, note that like the display is based right here for like where we are. Ancient small yellow potion and house and grass, we'll pick it up. Engraved staff, that's something new. So that heals me a little bit. Let's eat the potion. Engraved staff, that's 4 to 7 magic damage plus 1 mana. So that's technically better because it lets me like cast more maybe. So there's a shop. More villagers. There's a river. Moldy large yellow potion. I can use that to heal up some more. Let's attack, attack. The enemies don't seem to move, by the way, so they aren't really that much of a threat. Okay, you're dead. boulders. Alright, so this is basically like, you know, the original game. And we basically get the basic idea of like, you know, what was basically here. It feels like it's a very small scope for a game. I mean, you just move left to right and, you know, the enemies don't really do anything. So let's just try the advanced version here. And I see nothing. There we go. So what did the improved version do, I wonder, if anything? Did they, like, you know, do anything different here? So new inventory actions drop the deconstruct. So basically add those options in. Faster healing of deflection, stamina, mana, faith. Display range and region at top. New items, Holy Hammer, Staff of Death, Staff of Chaos, new mobs, Pet Slimes, Snake Bear, Tsunami. New region Swamp. Now in color, uses a paper A palette. Weak attacks will say weekly hit in message log. And then so version 1.01 fixes several bugs. Items without objectives no longer will crash the game. Inventory is slightly taller and now allows scrolling so you can see all your items. Going in and out of combat should work correctly now, preventing enemies from gaining deflection during combat. Cannot equip items, which would prevent them from being unequipped. Character stats are now visually refreshed when closing inventory. And since the 7-year-old ended, I haven't stopped adding features that didn't make it into the 7-year-old version. But I wanted to keep the 7-year-old version frozen as is because I think it's important for future people who are browsing old 7-year-old competitions to see the game as they originally made, so for judging and stuff. So this version of the game will stay locked as 1.0, only fixing game-breaking bugs, and future improvements will be over at there. The new version 1.2 has several updates. Check out the list here. And that basically goes in like what I basically add. So oh yeah, look at that. There's drop and there's deconstruct. So there's new items. Pick up, pick up. So again, we can see what they basically do with the inspect. Now here's a question. Are these going to be different each time around, the starting position? So yes. I wasn't sure I was different like the other one, but here it does seem to be different, so good job. Pick up the sword. Worn copper sword, we'll equip it. Let's unequip the beer. So that gives me stamina and other stuff. It's a little clunky to the movement because and the controls because basically everything's there, but whatever. Yeah, waiting doesn't seem to do anything. These guys don't move, so you really have to walk up to the skeleton in order to attack him. So attack, 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 attack. His deflection's gone. He's dying. He's done. So I'm going to basically use this. So heal up a little bit. Move, 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 move. Ancient harp on mud. What's the harp do? So max safe, max stamina, and other stuff. Equip the heart. So your weight, by the way, it actually goes up by itself. So there's a reason to wait, but yeah, the enemies don't do anything. So attack, attack, attack is dead. There's a grave on the mud. Let's attack it. Here is nothing. Pick it up. Can't pick it up. There's an orc. Orc is dead. Let's wait up our stamina. So not getting very far this time around because, you know, I'm dying. Okay, I literally can't go this way anymore. So let's just go back to where we came. I'll just use the keys. Actually, move around here a little bit. It feels like the shops don't do anything. It feels like they should, but, you know, maybe this wasn't added in. Here it's nothing. I can't pick up anything. Pick up. So this says 5 to 6. This does 5 to 5. So you can drop the, you know, the club if you don't need it. Pick it up again if you want. Can I deconstruct it? What does deconstruct do, if anything? Does this destroy it, or do I get items for it? I hit the villager for 5 damage. I killed the villager. Pick up the beer. That looks like another skeleton. Another skeleton here, so attack, attack. Congratulations, you died. Reload, same world, new world. So let's go with a new world. My inventory is empty, of course, but we have something we're going to pick up. Iron plate mail. Max deflection goes up, so very nice. Pick up the staff here. It is an engraved staff. Is that a slime over here? I can't really tell. Yeah, what does deconstruct do? Does this destroy the item? If so, why not just drop it? Well, I suppose if you have better items and it doesn't get destroyed, there's that reason right there, but whatever. Equip, equip. Slot hand occupied. So you can't equip with your, you know, slot is occupied here. Okay, let's move over and see if this is slime or not. It is a slime, so it is a slime. So attack, attack, attack. Nothing to it. There's a couple goblins over here, but we'll just wait up. Attack, attack, attack. Pick up the belt. So that gives you max stamina, very nice. We'll eat the chicken leg. I can see this being a very interesting sort of, like, you know, game to play, but it needs to have more elements to it, like, you know, the enemies need to move around or something. Because there's basically just, like, you know, not doing anything interesting, so. Wait, wait. Attack, 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 attack. You're dead. Wait, 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 wait. Here's a troll, by the way. I'm tempted to see if this guy heals up a little bit, so. He does not. Troll goes down, I'm fine. I didn't move or anything like that, so there's that too, so. Oh, it actually chased me. I think. Or not. There we go. I'm not sure the controls are working perfectly here, so we'll equip this. There goes the orc. There's a troll on a rock. Trolls hit very hard, apparently. Whoops, I ate the iron sword. Yes, you can eat the swords, but you know, why would you do that? Drop and drop. I don't care about those. So it is possible, I guess, to get attacked by these like enemies. I don't think you turn immediately is a thing, right? So congratulations, you died. Alright, so that's basically Ruins and Rangers. It feels like a game that, like, you know, it's lacking a few elements basically for so for play. I kind of feel like you should be able to visit shops. Maybe there should be like, you know, range attacks where, like, you know, enemies will basically attack at range and like they should chase you around on a map. A lot of stuff that could be improved, but whatever. Not a bad game. It's a very interesting concept. Good job and take care.